the whole system blowing up. So what does it mean for precious metals? I think it means that to have your wealth solely in dollars right now is a massive, massive mistake. You know, it's very interesting in the respect that we're seeing these puffs of smoke, I guess you could say, coming up in different places. The Royal Mint, the Perth Mint. You're seeing this, what Chris is saying here in Mexico, ABC Mint. You know, since the beginning of the year, the U.S. Mint has been the model of inefficiency in the respect that in week 2 in January, they run out of gold buffaloes and eagles. Silver eagles. I'm one of only 27 U.S. Mint representatives in the world, and I'll tell you, these products are ridiculously expensive and almost impossible to get. So you see huge premiums on everything: platinum, gold, silver, from the U.S. Mint. Long delivery delays, no lack or no real direct line of communication. Everything as well. We don't know what's going to be on the next allocation. We don't know. Rumors, innuendos. I was told by someone that I respect quite a bit that the Mint was going to shut down, and there are people saying it's not going to shut down. All I can tell you is this: they're in disarray, all of them. Something's going on that really doesn't make sense. As it pertains to the Perth Mint and the UK Mint, they've been wonderful for us here in North America for large quantities. And I've bought a lot of both the UK Britannia and the Australian Kangaroo 2021s. But it seems that something's going on at the Perth Mint for sure, and the UK Mint, where they're just almost ignoring their retail customers at home in favor of their big North American wholesale business. Does that mean something? Does that mean that there's problems on the horizon? Yeah, maybe. More disconcerting to me is the ability for people to not be able to convert from unallocated to allocated. 100%, there's not a damn thing in this industry that's free, and especially a brick and mortar storage facility. When you talk about the Perth Mint and the way that they were storing things, they use it in terms of working capital or gold in working form. Well, that could be a Dore bar that just came in the door. That could be a gold kangaroo and anything in between. And that, when times are normal and you don't have to worry about, you know, everyone rushing for custody of their metal or for allocation of it, fine. Free is good. I mean, or is it? Because all of a sudden when things change and now you want to fabricate, you have a problem. You have a problem because now you're at the back of the line. But this is nothing new, mind you, because last year, Rob, when I'm sure you remember when there was a disconnection between the London price and the COMEX price, and the COMEX was running into problems of rumors about them running short on gold, the COMEX or the Perth Mint came to the rescue and sent in kilo bars a tremendous number of bars over to the COMEX. They were making the London good delivery 400-ounce bars as part of COMEX delivery. They changed the rules on the fly. When that happened, the Perth Mint came to the rescue and sent tons and tons and tons. If you Google it, it'll pop right up, of gold to the COMEX. Well, so the bottom line is simply this, is that there's something going on. And one of the things that makes me think a little bit differently about this, maybe than the way that a lot of people are, is yes, this is happening, but it's happening at a period of time when, yes, there's a whole lot more interest in the metals and a lot more exposure. But, you know, if we go back to, let's call it January 2020, there was 0.5% allocation across the entire financial matrix to precious metals in the United States, from the Harvard Endowment Fund all the way down to the little guy on the street. 0.5%. The mean average over the last 40 years has been 2.5% allocation. And we are moving in that direction, I do believe, where people have just 2.5% of their assets are in precious metals. Well, what happens if it gets to be 5 or 10? In 1980, it was 8. With $850 gold and 850 on the Dow the last time they crossed 1-to-1. What if we see an 8% allocation? Doesn't sound like a lot. That's a 16-fold increase in demand in this industry. It'll blow up overnight. So when we talk about all of these things happening, my initial thought in the back of my mind, and I've yet to really articulate this, is simply that we are regressing to the mean. We are getting closer to the world possessing a small percentage of gold and silver. Even at 1%, there's nothing left for everyone else overnight if it's global. So that's kind of what I see happening, is that when we talk about this this move, this squeeze, yeah, we don't want to go try to attack the bullion banks, SLV and COMEX, because we'll lose. They'll change the rules on us. But if we go and we start pulling out all of the silver everywhere off the shelves and convert from these unallocated derivative type products into real metal, overnight it will spill over into the COMEX, and that's when you'll see real change. So I will say to you that what you are seeing is real. It's been validated to me on many occasions recently by people all around the world. But what I will tell you, the interesting part about it all that's hard to wrap your mind around, is that they have delivered in huge quantities to us for their North American wholesale business. I have bought 125,000 silver kangaroos this year and have received the majority of them. Then the next batch of them comes in next Monday. They've already cleared customs. So they have delivered. Now, 125,000 ounces isn't that much globally, but my point to you is that what I'm seeing is different from what other people are seeing. I'm getting product when other people are swearing that they're not. So what does that mean? Is that a beginning of a problem? Perhaps. But all of it to me is a byproduct of more people trying to buy 1 or 2 or 3 ounces, and that is having, I think, a measurable effect. And I think that will have a huge effect as it continues. And if it just expands a little bit, 1%, 2%, 5%, it'll have massive effect. Where else do you go other than precious metals, which has been wealth for 5,000 years? I don't know. Where do you go?